CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over, and they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Cantor in at the 5, home in the paint. And Finney Smith gets it to go. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I take the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Porzingis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Doncic against Lillard. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley-Stein.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's McCollum in the corner. For 3. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Finney Smith. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doncic against Lillard. Kicks it out to Richardson. Clock at 6. No good on the triple. And Portland with the ball. A finish. And Cantor throws it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's Doncic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Lillard. Cantor finds Lillard. And that one is good.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Dallas. And here's McCollum for 3. A putback, and it's Lillard on the follow.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Jones jacks up a three. The shot misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And the pass to Brunson. Back to Powell. It's good.
Boy, very easy that time for Powell. He's not going to miss that one.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Launches a three. That shot off the mark.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Marjanovic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Dallas leading by just 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Now a timeout called by Portland. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Dallas?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Here's Brunson after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Stolen by McCollum. And now it's Giles running. He can go all the way. Hammers it on to polish off the break.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Brunson scanning the floor. Hardaway for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Jones. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Mavericks trail by 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. McCollum passes to Giles. Porzingis with the steal. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo." It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. Yes, that goes in.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now, here's Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers leading by 3. Fast break. Here they come. And a wide open look for McCollum. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Yep, it counts. Hardaway has got his second bucket.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Giles. 1:56 left to play here in the half. It's not going to go for him. And it's Dallas the other way. Redick passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Doncic feeling it out. And the dunk by Doncic.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. That one falls.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Giles. Shoots it. The Mavericks pull it in.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to Porzingis. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Redick. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the powerful one-handed slam. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped... And that'll do it for...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Mavericks trailing. On the floor for Dallas. They've got Cauley Stein. Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Doncic. And the shot goes in. Doncic has got the first basket of the second half here for Dallas.
Boy, a strong, versatile offensive player. Doncic capable of burning you from anywhere on the floor.
Lillard from outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. A 3. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Lillard against Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it to Lillard. Fires the three. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
McCollum against Richardson. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Doncic following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Cantor against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9. 6 on the shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the way. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. And Doncic hits it to go. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
McCollum, and there's the pass to Powell. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Jones subbed in for McCollum. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Richardson. Here's Lillard. And no good. Nice D from Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. It's a 1-point game. Burke the pass to Doncic. For the lead, Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. He takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Covington, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Back to Powell. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Giles. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one's good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
He gets that one.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now, here's Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The shot by Redick, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And the first one drops.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Now here's Lillard. Anthony drives in. Giles. And he jams it with authority.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Hardaway against Powell. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
Lillard scanning the floor. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Kleba, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Harry Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony. And McCollum subbed in for Jones.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Pass to Kleba. Dallas calls timeout. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show him how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Doncic after Enes Kanter's basket. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Marjanovic kicks to Richardson. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. That's a 2 from Lillard, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to Porzingis. Count it! And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Doncic outside. Out to Porzingis. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. By himself. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Richardson outside. Misses the 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
From deep. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the...
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trailblazers. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. It's a three-point game. Pass to Porter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Murray finds Barton. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Denver shooting their first foul shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Outside, Covington. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Murray against Lillard. The pass to Jokic. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Lillard with the rebound.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Powell, the pass to Covington. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
Can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. He really turns on the jets in the open floor.
Lillard looking around. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now here's Murray. Jokic on top. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Here's McCollum. The three. Here's Nurkic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Cantor. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Campazzo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Passes to Cantor. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Now Murray. Floats one up. And Cantor pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Millsap passes to Porter. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Pass to Cantor. That shot, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Murray. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
27 seconds left in the first quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The kick out to Porter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Cantor finds Anthony. Here's Cantor. Out to Anthony. Back to Cantor.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Barton surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Jones, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 3. The drive by Gordon. Porter passes to Murray. Barton outside, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lillard attacking. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. With speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Now, here's Bull. He dishes it to McGee. That one good for 2.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Here's Bull. Sinks that one from the post. Bull's got his first 2 points.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Lillard dishes to Powell. It's blocked. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Bull the pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Lillard dishes to Powell. To the paint, here's Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Campazzo covered by Lillard, and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Denver grabs the miss. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Bull. A miss that time would have put him up. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Nobody near Lillard. And the 3 off target. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bull with it, Anthony on him. Pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Campazzo off target at the rim. And that's it for the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Portland came out ready to play. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. That lead was whittled down. And that'll do it for our halftime reports.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Back to Lillard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Ouch. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Portland. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Jokic inside. He's against Cantor. Throws it down as the official calls. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Campazzo, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Here's Simons. The pass to Covington. Tries again. Passes it to Simons. Swiped away. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Dozier. Campazzo. Outside Millsap. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Down low. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, the impressive reach on display. Covington has a strong feel for when he has to go for the alley-oop.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. McCollum outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Pass to Dozier. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen him.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player, can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Kicks the ball. Dishes to Millsap. Feeds the ball. Back to Millsap. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and it's McCollum off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul. On defense, Portland. The lead is 2. Pass to Porter. Right side, Gordon. Jokic with it. He's guarded by Norkic. Jokic passes to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 9 points for Jamal Murray.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. So the wing on the left. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Murray with the defensive effort. Barton with it, now defended by McCollum. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Nuggets shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Lillard against Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
On the wing, Gordon. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Barton. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Three-pointer, Lillard. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Barton against McCollum. And that one's good, Barton.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Lillard against Murray. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver in the lead. Gordon finds Porter. Back to Gordon. On the wing, Porter. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Murray. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lillard attacking. Can't hit from in close. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Nuggets leading by 4. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Murray kicks to Dozier. He feeds it to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for him. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Now here's Powell. Lillard outside. This one for three. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jokic against Kanter. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the two free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And here's Denver. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Pass to Dozier. Back to Murray. Lillard comes with the double team. Inside. Here's Jokic. To the middle. Here's McGee. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. So the Nuggets win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through the tunnel. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4 slot. And for Dallas, they've got Cauley Stein. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
You can't be too physical with Cauley Stein. He never backs down from the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Pass to Jokic. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser, because I believe he did a search for locked picks, because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Right side, Gordon. The Mavericks pull it in. And they're pushing it up. Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Gordon. Will it go? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doncic passes to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
More and more polish from Porzingis, easily getting the defense off their feet. The rest is simple.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Pass to Jokic. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Over Gordon. Doncic finds Powell. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Here's Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks leading by 6. A pass to Porzingis. Brunson, good.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's the pass to Jokic. Gordon goes in. Back to Jokic. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Luka Doncic. And Denver with a change here too. Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Shakes him. 6 on the shot clock. No one covering.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Redick. Pass to Powell. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bull, the pass to Millsap. Shoots over Powell. McGee inside. Kleber on him. It's deflected. They retain possession. The shot's good from McGee. Mavericks leading by 4. Brunson with it. Outside Hardaway. Here's Powell. Back to Hardaway. No good on the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. We've got Will Barton, Paul Millsap out there with Michael Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. Millsap kicks to McGee. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Brunson. Powell trying to free himself up. Brunson, no good. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Nice to see Millsap sprint ahead on the fast break and get the easy look at the rim. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump started everything.
Passes it to Porter. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And McGee kicks to Porter. Millsap looking it over. Barton, he nails it. And we're tied up. Barton's got his first points in this one. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Back to Millsap. And the turnover again by Denver.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now, here's Doncic. Stein passes to Doncic. Reverses, and he sinks the layup.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Here's Bull. Makes it off the glass. Bull's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
That gives them the lead. Dozier's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Dozier. Clark outside. Green deciding where to go with it. And the layup is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And there's the pass to Green. Pass to Najee. Over Cauley Stein. Najee, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Doncic outside. Baseline jumper. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Bull. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They turned it on, and that'll about do it as we get ready.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Porter. It's hauled in by Richardson. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Out to the right wing from the arc. Gordon against Cauley Stein, and it's good. 2 points. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Doncic looking it over. The three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Doncic against Barton. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. No good. Nice D from Porzingis. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Al Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Left side, Porzingis. Shoots from the block. Kicks it to CLA Stein. Over Gordon. Porzingis on the foul.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Shoots over Doncic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Doncic outside. To the wing right side. Here's Finney-Smith. And CLA Stein throws it down.
Well, CLA Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 1:30 left to play in the third. The dish to McGee. That one goes in, and the Nuggets lead by 6.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And here's Brunson. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Millsap dishes the ball. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Campazzo. Brunson covering. Here's McGee. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Burke. Hardaway. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
Pass to McGee. Here's Dozier. Burke covering. Here's Dozier. Here's Bull. He feeds it to McGee. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Brunson. Here's Burke. McGee with the block. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Barton passes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Millsap's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver. Mavericks trail by 4. Now here's Brunson. He kicks to Powell. Back to Brunson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Passes it to McGee. Doncic comes with the double team. Back to McGee. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Stolen. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray surveying the D. He dishes it to McGee. 6 to shoot. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Hardaway Jr.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Out to the wing, and the pass to Bull. The tray. The shot off that time, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And Redick kicks to Porzingis, deflects the pass. Porter with the steal, and here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
How about the poise from Doncic?
right there. He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Dishes it to Murray. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. Porzingis inside. Jokic defending. Doncic passes to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Richardson against Murray. Now, here's Richardson. Defense right on him. They get it again. Cauley-Stein. Right side, Porzingis. Hardaway with it. Out to Porzingis for the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Jokic high post. Barton wide open. He fires. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Powell, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Doncic against Lillard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Pass to Powell. And it's McCollum in the corner. The pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Porzingis with the steal. And Doncic. Here we go. Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleba. Richardson outside. Goes up on the high post. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Passes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Lillard. Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. The pass to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Powell. Finney-Smith passes to Richardson. On the wing, Doncic. Clock at 6. And the shot goes in.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
They get it back. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis, and off the front, and in it goes.
And, you know, we talk a lot about confidence right there. Porzingis showed plenty of it.
Lillard outside. Looking to end the run. The shot by Powell, no good. Mavericks leading by 4. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's McCollum on the wing. And Cantor throws it down.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Doncic feeling it out. It's to Porzingis. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball. Porzingis has got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Keeps it alive, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Here's Simons with 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the team's camaraderie.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick. Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. Hardaway with the steal. Brunson with it. Cantor covering. Cauley Stein in the post. He's against Cantor. Cauley Stein's shot is good. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Simons, the pass to McCollum. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McCollum's got 6. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Redick. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the left wing. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Jones against Reddick. He dishes it to Hardaway. Anthony with the block. Here's Simons. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Out to Hardaway. Anthony with the block. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Back to Cauley Stein. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brunson. Over Cantor. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
1:10 left here in the second. Here's Cantor. And that one is off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. It's Hardaway with the drive.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Reddick. And Jones sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Lillard scanning the floor. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cut.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, what's your take on that?
Well,
and that'll do it for our halftime review.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Offline with his 3. Dallas leading by 13. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the 3. That shot missing, and the Trailblazers going the other way.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation. Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Lillard attacking. He gets it in there.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Rebounded by Covington.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Doncic outside. Into the third to go. 2 minutes in now. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson outside. The pass to Porzingis. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Simons. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Canner. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Throws it up high. The shot, no good. Trailblazers trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dwight Powell. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Doncic outside. Steps back and fires. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
And the basket by Lillard.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side Hardaway. Back to Brunson. 4 on the clock. Right side Porzingis. Portland grabs the miss. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Doncic. Back to Redick. Over Jones. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Trailblazers trail by 11. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hardaway in at the small 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside, Porzingis down low, and Kleba slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Mavericks leading by 13. Now here's Brunson. Porzingis high post. Buries it down low.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Lillard misses.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Hardaway finds Redick. Back to Hardaway. Shoots over Lillard. Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers trail by 15. Lillard left side. Portland, no good that time either. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Brunson, no good. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. That shot wide open. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside, Redick to the paint, stolen by Kansas. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, no one around him, and the Trailblazers another 3.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Brunson. Passes it to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Hardaway kicks to Redick. Dallas moving it around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So both teams making some changes here. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Doncic against Lillard. Cans the shot from the wing. 16 points for Damian Lillard.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Over Lillard. Here's Marjanovic. Out to Doncic. Marjanovic. Ball's knocked loose. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Here's Burke. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Goes up again. And it's good on the layup. Doncic has got 20.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Back to Lillard. It's tipped and stolen by Burke and stolen by Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard against Doncic. From deep three-point range. And it's Lillard missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Powell. Back to Burke. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic. That one wide left.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
The drive by Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player. And Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Doncic outside. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action. DA, it's
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Porter in the corner. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Lillard misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Here's Lillard. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Murray. Barton passes to Murray. Count that bucket.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep reel.
Lillard with it. He has 5. From downtown, Lillard again missing.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Porter lays it up off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Passes it to McCollum. Lillard left side. Back to McCollum. Clock at 6. And it's off from three-point range. Denver leading by 5. Barton wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of... Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that. Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Jokic. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that one's good. Millsap.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 5. 1:10 left in the first. Inside, it's deflected. Jokic with the steal. Gordon dishes to Millsap. Back to Gordon. Poke loose. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Barton. Outside Millsap. Here's the floater. A rebound by Simons.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
Portland again missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Leading by 5. Gordon kicks to Millsap. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Barton passes to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And another miss by Denver. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Campazzo. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Denver on top. They lead by 3. And before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about.
I know that when the main guy.
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Cole is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the 2. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's McCollum. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. On defense, the Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. Now, here's Cantor. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
I mean, it's encouraging to see Cantor finish on the drive. The D has to offer more resistance.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. That's tipped. Here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floater. McCollum's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. Here's Bull. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Lillard. Powell trying to free himself up. And it's Lillard missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. The dish to Green. Denver passing it around. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Hands it from downtown. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Anthony on the wing, guarded by Porter. To stop the run, and it's Anthony getting it to go. Anthony's got his first points of the game. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
he's an all-star last year. You know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming year. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think we're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
1:14 left in the first half. Murray against Powell. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. Here's Green. And he overshot that one, missing. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Giles the pass to Nurkic. His first shot coming late. Rebounded by McGee. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Lillard from outside. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Murray, good.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
Cullen passes to Cannon. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Trailblazers trail by 7. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
Barton outside. McGee inside. Covington's there. And stolen by Lillard. And they're moving it up. Finished off the break. Lillard's got 12.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Here is McGee. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. McGee's got his second basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Murray against Lillard. Banked in off the glass.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. The lead is 2. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Lillard looking around. Stolen by McGee. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. Feeds it to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up. Millsap misses. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Lillard. And it's in there. He's got 16.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight things.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Murray uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 now.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling now. We didn't see this in the first half.
And that one, good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lillard against Murray. And Lillard kicks to Covington. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Kicks it out to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Nurkic. Jokic with the steal. McGee with it. Now defended by McCollum. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now the pass to Simons. Outside Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Changes up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Denver. Denver leading by 3. We've got 1:08 left in the third. Pass to Porter. Over Jones. And another miss by Denver.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Here's Dozier, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Cantor, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in, and Cantor drops them both. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Dozier. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Campazzo 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers, trailing by 5. He dishes it to Cantor. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 5. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Gordon in at the 3. A putback. That one doesn't drop. Now Denver takes it the other way. Stolen by McCollum. And stolen by Murray. Millsap with it. Now defended by McCollum. It's good. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Jones. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Right side, Green. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Simons. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Millsap finds Gordon. Back to Millsap. 4 on the clock. Portland grabs the miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Oh, that's blocked.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And he commits the intentional foul for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Lillard. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Astonagi. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, the quick feet of Covington. He excels at getting out there on the break and finding ways to capitalize.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And there's the pass to Najee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Najee's got his first points in this one.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And Bull pulls it down. Denver leading by 4. Here's Dozier, and he gets it to go.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Cantor trying to free himself up, and then Lillard slams it in.
Got to admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Passes to Dozier. Pass to Najee. Shoots over Covington, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Albert Covington picks one up. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Big group substitution here for Denver.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Nurkic with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. Covington's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 6. Pass to Najee. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. The offensive rebound. Here's Gordon, and he drops it in from the low post. Gordon's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And a wide open look for McCollum. But they get it back. Nurkic kicks to Powell. McCollum passes to Covington. No good on the 3. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And Lillard gets it to go.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Murray for 3. Rebound by Nurkic. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Here's Murray. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the power forward position. Richardson, good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Kleba following the basket by Jokic. Kleba with the bucket. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Murray surveying the D. Now Jokic outside for Murray. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Doncic outside. Launches it. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Barton, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now, here's Doncic. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the miss by Jokic. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from outside off the mark. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Shot by Gordon, wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Porzingis. Richardson gets a wide open look. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Murray, the pass to Barton. Got a piece of it. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney Smith, defended by Gordon. Pulls up on the elbow. No good from Finney Smith. The Nuggets trail by 3. Shoots it up. Got a piece of it. Porzingis against Barton. And Porzingis, here we go.
Boy, tough to contain all that size on the drive. Kristaps Porzingis, 7-footer.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. No good with the layup. It's tipped. An even 3-on-3 break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
But you can see the quickness of Dwight Powell on the drive. He can catch defenders off guard.
And he makes both free throws. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Dozier. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with Burke. Then there's Cauley Stein. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Melly in at the power forward. There's Cauley Stein following the basket by Paul Millsap. The putback, but he stays with it. They shoot again. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. To the inside, stolen by Brunson. One-on-one here. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. Hardaway, no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Inside, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open team.
Pass to Burke. Ball's knocked loose, and the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Dozier's checked in, and it's Clark in for Murray. Here's Brunson. Here's Cauley Stein. The second chance effort. Passes it to Marjanovic. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway with it. He's picked up by Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's Dozier. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And Denver has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Campazzo knocks down the 3-ball.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Out to the right wing, Burke. Back to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Stolen by Brunson. Goes up. The shot comes out, and it's Denver the other way. And now the Nuggets, fast break, Campazzo, and he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Clark. Clock at 6. Misses the 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And the call on the shot that sends him. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Doncic. Elbow shot. And he connects with the jumper.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Dozier. The pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Barton kicks to Green. Lets the three fly. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
In for your Nuggets,
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Murray against Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. Shoots over Barton. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And that's...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Porter is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Doncic outside. Porzingis can't hit. The Nuggets trail. And Murray. Here we go. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. Kleber, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Murray's got his first 2 points.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Doncic against Murray. And that one's good. Doncic.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Murray outside. Porter finds Murray. Now here's Porter. Not a lot of room. Porzingis with the steal. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Barton. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson. And now a 6-point Dallas lead. Murray the pass to Jokic. No good on the shot. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Here's Doncic. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Off target from outside. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
I mean, he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
1:24 left to play in the third. Murray, no good. Dallas leading by 6. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Kleba. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 4. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
One-on-one fast break. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside for Murray. Shoots from 12. And it's Gordon missing.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs. Nuggets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. At the top of the key, Gordon. Barton outside. Murray the pass to Jokic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Seven seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson with a clean look. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got J.J. Redick. Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Campazzo. Brunson covering. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Hardaway, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
A nice shot by Dozier.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Thompson with it. Outside Hardaway. Down low, Paulie stop. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Mavericks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Now here is Hardaway. And it's Denver with the rebound. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. The free throw off from McGee. Mavericks leading by 4. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Green. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kleba's checked in. Here's Dozier. Guarded by Doncic. And good that time. Dozier's got 4 this quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Millsap looking it over. The pass to Jokic. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Now, here's Richardson. Porzingis passes to Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
The Nuggets trail by 6. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Good work defensively by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. McGee with the block. Doncic against Porter. Over to the wing. Barton wide open. He fires. And right on target. Good. Barton's got his first basket. Dallas leading by 4. Now here's Doncic. Six to shoot. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Now here's Barton. Outside Millsap. Pass to Jokic. Jacks up a three. Goes back up. Martin inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Ball, he's checked in for Denver. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Dallas moving it around. Here's Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Denver. They trail by 6. Millsap has the open look. Denver gets it back. Jokic kicks to Millsap. Off target with his 3. For 3, Richardson. It's good from long range. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.